Excellency, thank you very much for agreeing to be interviewed by us here at Bahrain this month. Can you tell us about how Bahrain has been for you, considering when you first came here in 2021, 22?
22.
Yeah. And to now, how has your role developed in that time?
I mean, Bahrain is a country whose diplomacy punches well above their weight, as we can see this year with the Arab Summit, which was a tremendous success. Bilaterally, we have strong relations. Generations of Bahrainis who've been traveling to Germany repeatedly and have built a relationship with our country, with people in our country. And so this is what I professionally have been able to build upon, and obviously what we as an embassy are trying to further promote and strengthen.
Someone who's been obviously very in the heart of diplomacy, why do you think Bahrain has such a high standing in your field, considering its relative size to other key areas?
The strength of Bahrain is obviously that it has had always a very principled stance, always a very moderate stance, and has had the moral authority through the leadership to defend those principles and those interests that shape the foreign policy of the region with a high level of credibility and a high level of competence in the diplomatic service. At moments, a certain boldness in actually taking decisions and taking steps that the leadership believes are the right steps, that we actually also believe are the right steps, and that have given Bahrain a leadership position on certain issues, especially when it comes to peace and reconciliation in the region.
Can you elaborate on the main areas of cooperation between the countries, and also especially give us an insight into the business and economy side of things, how German businesses are involved in Bahrain's economy?
Bahrain has shown to be a very business-friendly environment. It's been, over the past decades, a very easy place to make business, to establish businesses, and this has attracted a number of German companies, not many, but some very important ones. Obviously, the most famous being DHL, which has their regional headquarters here for the whole MENA region. And then obviously a number of German companies who are established in Bahrain through trusted year-long partnerships with Bahraini families and Bahraini businesses that are serving the Bahraini market and partly also other markets in the region from Bahrain.
Probably one of the main focuses of this interview that I wanted to talk to you about is sort of renewable energy. Obviously, Germany is one of the, not just European leaders or world leaders in green renewable energy. Can you tell us how, Germany, but obviously through the work here at the embassy as well, is helping to improve Bahrain's sort of sustainability and projects moving forward that will help, reduce carbon emissions to hopefully net zero by the next decade?
We've had some cooperation with the German technical cooperation that assisted the Supreme Council for Environment in setting the baselines for Bahrain. And otherwise, there is obviously a lot of technology in Germany that has been developed by German companies that is being applied both in Germany and here in the region to achieve the goals. There is a strong cooperation at the scientific level between the Fraunhofer Institutes in Germany and the University of Bahrain. We have the international goals that are being established in the COP, to which both Germany and Bahrain are committed, and we're obviously working to achieve the international goals of the COP process.
So moving on to the cultural side of things,
yeah.
What does firstly the German embassy do to promote German culture in Bahrain, and also do you facilitate things the other way, sort of promoting Bahraini culture in Germany as part of your tasks?
So we were able to reactivate last year the German or the Bahraini German Friendship Association. Extremely grateful to the Bahrainis who have taken up the task, especially President Dima El Haddad, who's taken up the task to lead this organization and thereby help us as an embassy on the 3rd of October, which is at the same time the Day of German Unity. So we're basically celebrating this with a concert at Culture Hall. We managed to organize German weeks in Bahrain, starting next week with the Oktoberfest at the Radisson. So yeah, I mean, we get dressed up in our Bavarian traditional dress and celebrate.
Just two areas I wanted to specifically question you on: education and tourism. What is basically the embassy doing to encourage those sectors?
Yeah, unfortunately, Lufthansa stopped flying to Bahrain just a couple of days ago. At the same time, Gulf Air just recently opened a new route to Germany, to Munich. So basically, we have two direct flights, direct non-stop flights from Bahrain to Germany, one to Munich, one to Frankfurt, with Gulf Air. I mean, Germany is one of the main tourism destinations in Europe, and especially Bavaria, which is why I'm so happy that this flight to Munich opened, because in Bavaria you have the mountains, you have the lakes, you have the all those old royal castles, you have a lot of tradition. And the huge advantage of Germany is obviously that studying in Germany is much cheaper than in many other places. And there are, while it is obviously advisable to learn German if you want to study in Germany, just because it makes your life much easier, there are a number of curricula which are given in English in a friendly and welcoming environment.
You've had half of your tenure, so obviously when you came to Bahrain, you had goals to achieve during your diplomatic stint here. How many of those would you say you've already accomplished, and what is remaining left in the last 2 years that by the end of the time you leave that you want to achieve?
So my goals were strengthening people-to-people contacts, strengthening our bilateral relations, strengthening our economic ties, and obviously strengthening our political cooperation at government level. With the creation of the Bahraini German Friendship Society, I am close to achieve the goal of having an institution that will carry and strengthen those bonds. We are currently working on the creation of a European Chamber of Commerce for Bahrain, which will hopefully see the light of the day in less than a year. We've had strong interactions between our senior officials, be it Under Secretary Sheikh Abdullah, who traveled to Germany a couple of times, the Foreign Minister who traveled to Germany a couple of times, and I do hope that we will have senior German visitors to Bahrain before the end of my tenure. I'm working on that, and I hope that it will materialize before I leave.
Is there any message you'd like to send to the German community in Bahrain, and anything else you'd like to add to the interview?
Well, to the German community, first of all, thank you for being long-term ambassadors of Germany in Bahrain. Thank you for contributing to the friendship between Germany and Bahrain, and contributing to the development of Bahrain. I'm looking forward to continuing working with the German community here, and looking forward to serve Germany and the German community as the German embassy here in Bahrain.